All right, ready to unlock the secrets of Instagram for your business here in Australia.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
We're diving deep into some awesome advice from now technology systems. You know, those Aussie experts in websites and social media marketing. They've got this killer article, Maximize Your Instagram Impact.
Yeah, it's like they've bottled up years of experience working with Aussie businesses just like yours.
And one of the things that really jumped out at me was just how important Instagram is here in Australia.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge, right? They make a really interesting point about why that is.
Yeah, it's not just another social media platform, is it?
No, not at all. It's almost like it's woven into like the fabric of how Aussies connect with each other, you know?
That's so true. I mean, we are a pretty visual bunch, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Stunning beaches, that whole cafe culture,
Yeah,
the outback.
exactly. And we love sharing it all.
Yeah. So it's no wonder Instagram is so big here, right?
Exactly. It's perfect for that visual storytelling that Aussies love.
Okay, so now technology systems, they're big on tapping into that visual identity, right?
Big time. They say it's crucial for Aussie businesses.
So it's not just about posting, like any pretty picture, is it? There's a strategy to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's about showcasing like the lifestyle that your brand represents.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so if you're a surf shop, think those classic beachy vibes.
Yeah,
Or if you're a cafe, think like those amazing flat lay photos of food. You know, delicious looking food, even better coffee. Those always work.
Totally. It's all about capturing that Aussie essence.
You got it. It's
Yeah.
about making people feel something when they see your posts.
And speaking of connecting with your audience,
Mhm.
now Technology Systems talks about your profile being like your digital storefront.
Absolutely. First impressions are everything.
So how do we make that first impression count, according to them?
Well, imagine this. You're walking down a street, let's say Chapel Street in Melbourne. What makes you stop and check out one shop over another?
It's that initial look, right?
Exactly. That feeling of, this place is for me. Your Instagram is no different.
It's all about that first scroll impression.
Exactly. And now technology systems, they're really big on using story highlights.
Yeah, those are cool. It's like having little preview brochures right there on your profile.
Exactly. And you can get super creative with them.
Oh, I bet. So how could, say, a small business selling handmade jewelry use those effectively?
Oh, tons of ways. They could have a story highlight called Customer Creations, showcasing how people are styling their pieces.
Ooh, I love that.
Or they could do behind the scenes, giving a sneak peek of the process, showing the care that goes into each piece.
Oh, those little glimpses are so effective. It makes you feel like you're part of the journey.
Exactly. They create that connection.
I'm already thinking about how we can use story highlights on our page. Okay, so we've talked about that visual identity, the importance of that first impression. What other golden nuggets of wisdom did now technology systems have about content?
They're huge on visual cohesion. Basically, imagine a bakery in Melbourne, right? Famous for their sourdough.
Okay, I'm with you.
Every photo they post has that warm, inviting, sourdoughy feel.
Like you just want to reach into the screen and grab a loaf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe they even use the same filter every time, so their whole feed feels like a warm, delicious hug.
Yeah.
That's visual cohesion.
It's like creating a signature aesthetic, right? Like that amazing bakery in Fitzroy. Every time I see one of their posts, my mouth starts watering. They've absolutely nailed that whole visual vibe.
Exactly. And that's what you want to aim for, that instantly recognizable look and feel.
But they also said something really interesting about authenticity.
Yeah, they're all about keeping it real.
It's easy to get caught up in trying to make everything look super polished and professional, but sometimes
Sometimes the slightly less polished stuff is what really resonates.
it's about finding that balance, right?
Exactly. You want your content to be high quality, but it also needs to feel genuine and reflect your brand personality.
It's like they're saying it's okay to be human. Yeah.
Totally. Your audience wants to see the real you, not some picture-perfect version that doesn't even exist.
And speaking of keeping it real, now Technology Systems also talks about the power of video content.
Oh, yeah. Video's huge, especially for Aussie businesses.
It's like they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but a video.
A video's worth 1,000,000.
Exactly. And it seems like every second post on my feed these days is a reel.
And for good reason.
I mean, you see it everywhere. Cafes showing off their latte art.
Tourism operators giving you a glimpse of the Great Barrier Reef.
It's like you're right there experiencing it with them.
Exactly. Video just brings that extra level of engagement.
Now, speaking of engagement, the article also emphasizes that it's not just about posting into the void.
Right. It's about building a community.
So how do we do that?
Why?
How do we create that sense of community on Instagram, according to now technology systems?
Well, they're big on engagement, like actually engaging with your audience.
Okay, I like that. What does that look like in practice?
Responding to comments? For
Oh,
starters,
that's so important.
it shows people you're listening that you actually care about what they have to say.
It's like having a chat over a cuppa, that Aussie sense of friendliness.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of collaboration either.
Ooh, collaborations. Tell me more.
Well, they gave this example of a cafe partnering with a local florist for a giveaway, which I thought was brilliant.
Oh, that's so smart. I
Uh,
love that idea.
It's a win-win, really.
Totally. You're reaching a wider audience. You're supporting another local business.
And you're giving your followers something awesome.
Exactly. Everyone wins. But of course, while you're out there building your online empire, there are some rules of the road, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the wild west of the internet, there are rules.
Now, technology systems really emphasizes the importance of ethical practices and compliance.
Yeah, they're big on transparency, especially when it comes to things like sponsored posts and influencer marketing.
So basically, being upfront with your audience about who you're working with and why.
Exactly. No hiding behind sneaky tactics.
It's all about building trust, isn't it?
Absolutely. And when you're running a business, especially in a community-oriented country like Australia, that trust is everything.
And part of building that trust is being consistent.
No, 100%. Now, technology systems actually use this analogy of watering a plant regularly for it to thrive.
I love that. Because it's true, isn't it? You can't just like water a plant once a year and expect it to flourish.
Yeah.
You're telling me. It's like any relationship, really. Consistency is key.
Absolutely. You've got to nurture those connections.
And that's true for our Instagram audience as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call your best mate once a year and expect them to be over the moon, would you?
Definitely not. You've got to stay in touch, stay relevant.
Exactly. It's about staying on people's radar without overwhelming them.
So find that balance, that rhythm that works for you and your audience.
Yeah, maybe it's 3 amazing posts a week, or maybe it's a quick story update every day just to show what you're up to.
It's that whole quality over quantity thing, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, take AC/DC. They didn't release an album every month, but when they did,
It was gold.
exactly. All right, so let's wrap things up. We've covered a ton of ground today, all thanks to now technology systems and their awesome insight.
They've given us a lot to think about.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We talked about creating that digital storefront, that first impression that makes people want to see more. We talked about content, making it visually appealing, but also authentically you.
And don't forget that sense of community.
Oh, yeah, that's crucial. Building those relationships with your followers, turning them into loyal customers.
Exactly. It's not just about likes and followers. It's about building a genuine connection with the people who love your brand.
And through it all, being consistent, showing up regularly, delivering that value.
Consistency is key. Now, before we wrap up completely, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, hit me with it.
Take some time to check out what other successful Aussie businesses in your industry are doing on Instagram.
Ooh, good call. See what's working for them, what's resonating with their audience.
Exactly. Get inspired, take notes, but always stay true to your own brand.
Love it. And hey, if you're feeling a bit stuck or you just want that extra bit of expert guidance,
Don't be afraid to reach out for help.
exactly. Now, technology systems are the experts in this field, and they're right here in Australia.
They can definitely help you take your Instagram game to the next level.
We'll make sure to pop their link in the show notes for you. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into Instagram for Australian businesses. We hope you're feeling inspired and ready to rock your social media.